Take the last train to Clarksville. I'll meet you at the station. You can't be there by 4:30, and I've made your reservation. Don't be slow. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. I'm leaving in the morning, and I must see you again. We'll have one more night together till the morning brings my train, and I must go. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. And I don't know if I'm ever coming home. Take the last train to Clarksville. I'll be waiting at the station. We'll have one more time for coffee-flavored kisses, a bit of conversation. No. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Sing along. Take the last train to Clarksville. Now I must hang up the phone. I can't hear you in this noisy railroad station all alone. I'm feeling low. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. And I don't know if I'm ever coming home. Take the last train to Clarksville, and I'll meet you at the station. You can't be there by 4:30, 'cause I made your reservation. Don't be slow. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. And I don't know if I'm ever coming home. Take the last train to Clarksville. Take the last train to Clarksville. Scream along with it. Take the last train to Clarksville. Take the last train to Clarksville. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my hotel room here in Boston. This was just like a last minute thing. I brought my gear in case I wanted to do a show from my hotel, and I'm leaving in the morning, and I thought maybe I'll just do a little warm up. Just do a little warm up for Amanda's show that starts promptly 7:30-ish. Cheers, everybody at home. What are you drinking? I got a nice bottle. There's a Whole Foods across the street. I got a little bottle of wine, a little red blend from Spain. And I'm obviously not on my regular system, so I really can't see what's going on. But I do know something that's going on that's amazing. And that is, I decided to do this show like an hour and a half ago, and producer Craig was like, hey, you need some help? And so here he is, ladies and gentlemen, it's producer Craig Jackman. Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
I was like, I can't applaud for you, so I hope you can applaud for you.
Yeah, right here, all queued up, ready to go. And of course, you know, all the people that are in the audience applauding with us.
Yeah, I'm just now able to see who's in here. I want to say hi, Emily, Meryl, Hunter's here too. Melissa Catano, Dave Hill, hi. Kelsey, Angelica, Kathy B, Jeremy, wow. Laura Freeman, hi. We got some people in here.
Yeah.
Diana too. Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Please make sure you hit that like button.
So I thought a great theme might be songs about going places, and I threw a few together on my hotel room notepad. I was like, these ones might work. I always love playing songs that I've never played before. Like usually if I'm repeating a song, it's because somebody requested it. So I found a few about going places that I've never done before, and I'd love to do tonight, leading up to Amanda. Here she's revisiting the 80s in her show.
She might have a special visitor too.
Ooh, nice. And producer Craig, when you were like, I'm available, do you need help? I was like, sure. And if you want to just find some poetry about going places or traveling, go ahead and do that. And you can jump in. And I always love when you read the poetry.
Well, I got a couple here for tonight. So when you're ready, we will go ahead and do some poetry.
Yes. I see my friend Alejandra just jumped into the chat too. Hi. All these people last minute.
Okay, I have to ask you.
Oh. Okay.
You were at a certain Fenway Park when a certain event happened that was incredible. And I want you to tell everybody about it.
It depends on who you are, if it's incredible. True. So the Red Sox are playing the Astros. And if anybody knows the history of the Astros and the Dodgers, I'm a Dodgers fan. I hate the Astros. And I was, I got my tickets on a ticket on StubHub. I got like front row, center field, and on StubHub it tells you like how many are available in that like stretch from the owner of the tickets, and it was like there's 9 available, and I just got one, so I was like it'll be interesting to see like who's sitting around me, and one guy comes over and he sits down next to me wearing his Astros jersey, really nice looking kid. And I just happened to ask him, before the game, I'm like, so are you an Astros fan? He said, yeah. I said, are you from Texas? He said, yeah. I said, what brings you to Boston? And he said, I just wanted to come see a game in Fenway Park.
It's an amazing place.
With my team. And I was like, that's great. I said, I'm a Dodgers fan, so I hate your team. And he was just like, ooh. But I was like, but I love baseball. And I've like, this is on my bucket list too, is just seeing a game here. So I'm in town for work. I wanted to grab a ticket. And so we were just chatting before the game, and then the game starts. And in the first inning, Astros go down 1-2-3. And then the Red Sox hit a solo homer. So it's 1-0, end of the first, going into the second inning. And then in the second inning, the Red Sox batted around the lineup and hit 5 home runs in the top of the second inning. And as much as I hate the Astros, like seeing the joy on this guy's face was just made the night for me. First of all, everything else that's going on, like being at a game in Fenway Park was just like. But then just sharing this guy's joy, even though I hate the Astros, seeing like he's texting his friends and he's there by himself and I'm there by myself, but like these balls are just flying over our heads and it's just it was crazy. I stayed till like I think the end of the 6th. I left because the game was so high scoring, and the game started at 7:10 over here. It was like 9:30 by the time the end of the 6th inning. And I have to get up at 6 for this work conference. So I was just like, I got to get back to the hotel. But it was fun. We had a really good time.
5 home runs?
5 home runs in one inning.
Wow. That's amazing.
There was somebody behind me like keeping tabs of the records. And he's like, if one more player hits a homer, they'll break the record for home runs in an inning. And so that like I kind of found myself rooting for the Astros just a little bit in that moment. But it was a lot of fun. It was so much fun. And it was definitely a bucket list thing. Yeah.
Go ahead. I love, I went to Fenway Park a couple years ago, and it was, it's like what you say. It's kind of a bucket list thing. It's fun. Yeah. It's an old park. I think it's except for Wrigley Field, I think it's Wrigley Field, Fenway, and then Dodger Stadium are the 3 oldest parks in that order.
Yeah, that's correct, to my knowledge.
And
I know they're the 3 oldest.
I've been to Fenway now, 3 years ago, and then I've been to Dodger Stadium too. So
you've been all 3.
Yeah.
Wow. Get it, Craig.
But let's hear from you. This is your show. This is the Cove. You're in the Cove tonight in Boston, the Boston Cove.
Just warming everybody up for Amanda singing songs about going places.
All right.
I'll do a song about leaving, and then we'll hear a poem from Craig.
Sounds like a plan. See you in a little.
See you soon. Oh, my bags are packed, ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. Hate to wake you up to say goodbye. I think I made a note for the capo on the wrong song here. Sounds right. Oh, my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn already. I'm so lonesome, I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down, so many times I've played around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I will think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring you a wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. The time has come to leave you. Just one more time, let me kiss you. Then close your eyes and I'll be on my way. Dream about the days coming. I won't have to leave alone. About the times that I won't have to say. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Thank you. It's a little Leaving on a Jet Plane, as we do tunes about getting on the road, going places. Let's invite producer Craig back in for a poem about traveling, hitting the road, going places.
Yeah, in fact, found a couple here.
Nice.
And this one is specifically titled Travel.
Awesome. Who's it by?
Robert Louis Stevenson.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Yeah, just a small author. Small reputation.
Can't wait to hear it.
I don't have information this time because it was such a quick throw together for tonight, but I did find the poem and I want to share it with everybody.
Couldn't do research in like 5 minutes?
Well, you know me, I do extensive research.
Of course you do. And ladies and gentlemen, with 5 minutes notice, and performing a poem here on In the Cove, here is Mr. Craig Jackman.
Travel, poem by Robert Louis Stevenson. I should like to rise and go where the golden apples grow, where below another sky parrot islands anchored lie, and watched by cockatoos and goats, lonely Crusoes building boats, where in sunshine reaching out eastern cities miles about are with mosque and minaret among sandy gardens set, and the rich goods from near and far hang for sale in the bazaar, where the great wall round China goes, and on one side the desert blows, and with the voice and bell and drum cities on the other hum, where are forests hot as fire, white as England, tall as a spire, full of apes and cocoa nuts, and the African hunters' huts, where the naughty crocodile lies and blinks in the Nile, and the red flamingo flies, hunting fish before his eyes, where in jungles near and far, man-devouring tigers are, lying close and giving ear, lest the hunt be drawing near. Or a comer by be seen, swinging in the palanquin, where among the desert sands some deserted city stands, all its children sweep and prince, grown to manhood ages since, not a foot in street or house, not a stir of child or mouse. And when kindly falls the night, in all the town no spark of light, there I'll come when I'm a man with a camel caravan, light a fire in the gloom of some dusty dining room, see the heroes, see the pictures on the walls, heroes, fights, and festivals, and in the corner find the toys of the old Egyptian boys.
Craig Jackman. Beautiful poem, my friend.
Thank you. It's kind of a nice little travel log around the world type of poem.
Yeah. Have you been to Egypt?
No, I have not been to Egypt. I've been to Israel, and that's that's about the furthest in that section. In other words, Europe and the Middle East that I've been.
Yeah.
I've been to the Far East, to Korea, Thailand, Philippines, Malaysia.
I've been to Paris. Jamie did a summer at Disneyland Paris doing the High School Musical show, and I got to go out there for like a week and a half.
Nice.
That was fun. But other than that, that's pretty much, I mean, over there. I've been to Mexico a few times now. But yeah,
twice recently.
I think twice recently. And our first trip to Mexico was so forgettable. I forgot we ever went. And
Oh,
I remember when we went for Paulie's picnic cruise, I had like put on my story, it's my first time in Mexico. And Jamie was like, really? You don't remember our trip? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm in trouble.
oops.
Wasn't in trouble.
Yeah, travel is so great. And, even, okay, yes, you're doing this on business,
Yeah.
but
I had the
they,
opportunity to explore the city.
exactly.
Yeah.
And why not? When you take, I've had that up. That's how I've been traveling most of my time too, is take advantage of, okay, a corporate business opportunity to travel someplace and then take a day and explore, or two or three.
Yeah.
So,
Fun.
exactly. So, what have you got lined up for us now?
Let's, as we count down to Amanda's show, we're about 20 minutes out.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I love this artist. His name is Matt Carney. And I realized that like I love this guy and I've never done any of his tunes. A lot of them are like kind of talk rappy. Like he does the rap talk thing, but not this one. Something's in the air tonight. The sky's alive with a burning light. You can mark my words, something's bound to break. And I found myself in a bitter fight while I've held your hand through the darkest night. Don't know where you're coming from, but you're coming soon. To a kid from Oregon, by way of California, all of this is more than I've ever known or seen. Come on and we'll sing like we were free. Push the pedal down, watch the world around fly by us. Come on and we'll try one last time. I'm off of the floor one more time to find you. And here I go, there's nothing left to choose. And here we go, there's nothing left to lose. Well, we packed my car and we headed east, where we felt the fire of sweet release. There's a fire in these hills and it's coming down. And I don't know much, but I found you here, and I cannot wait another year. Don't know where you're coming from, but you're coming soon. To a kid from Oregon, by way of California, all of this is more than I've ever known or seen. Come on and we'll sing like we were free. Push the pedal down, watch the world around fly by us. Come on and we'll try one last time. I'm off for the floor one more time to find you. And here we go, there's nothing left to choose. And here we go, there's nothing left to lose. I can still hear the trains out my window, from Hobart Street to here in Nashville. I can still smell the pomegranates grow. And I don't know how hard this wind will blow, or where we'll go. Come on and we'll sing like we were free. Push the pedal down, watch the world around fly by us. Come on and we'll try one last time. I'm off for the floor one more time to find you. And here I go, there's nothing left to choose. And here we go, there's nothing left to lose. Come on and we'll sing like we were free. Push the pedal down, watch the world around fly by us. And here we go, there's nothing left to choose. And here we go, there's nothing left to lose. Thank you, friends. We are counting down to Amanda Benjamin's show this evening, scheduled at a 7:30 start. This is a pop-up last-minute call for an episode of In the Cove. And I'm doing songs about going places, getting somewhere, traveling. I'm going to try to squeeze a few more in here. Starting with this one has always been one of my faves. I've never attempted it. Okay, bow. No, probably okay. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take ya. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drinks melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. Down to Kokomo, Martinique, that Montserrat mystique. I used to tease my mom at this part. I used to say, Martinique, your moms, the moms that rot and stink. So mean. We'll put out to sea. We'll perfect our chemistry. By and by we'll defy a little bit of gravity. Afternoon delight, cocktails and moonlit nights. That dreamy look in your eye, give me a tropical contact high. Way down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take ya. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. Way down to Kokomo, oh Prince, I wanna take a glance. Bow wow. Imagine George Carganilla rocking the saxophone. Wop 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 wop. Everybody knows a little place like Kokomo. Now if you wanna go and get away from it all, Go down to Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby. Why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. Down in Kokomo. Thank you, everybody. Love that song. I remember, I know Emily Thatcher's in the chat. I remember like wanting to play that on a picnic, a Paulie's picnic a while ago. And I tried, and for people who watch regularly, you know, I'm not a guitar player. I started playing guitar a couple years ago after COVID started. So like, yeah, I guess it's been a couple years, year and a half. And so it's been interesting to see like songs that revisit, and anybody who's out there who's like learned an instrument or done anything like this, like revisiting things that were too hard for you before and then going, oh, I can do that now. That's fun. I'm not trying, like, I'm not tooting my horn. I'm just making an observation about like how it is to learn a new skill and be able to look back on your past and be able to reflect on how far you've come. Not trying to sound braggy at all, because I got a long way to go. But yeah, I saw there was a meme going around that I've seen several times over the past few days that was like, if anything's worth doing, it's worth doing badly. Meaning like you got to learn how to do it. You don't start out good at it. I'm probably misquoting it, but yeah. So there's that. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 10 minutes till Amanda on Demand is scheduled to begin, where she's on the line with us, letting us know when she's ready to go. But we got time for a little bit more Pop-Up Cove and a little more poetry from Mr. Craig Jackman. Give it up for Craig! I don't have applause. I feel helpless and useless without applause and music and all that stuff.
Yeah, your whole button, what is it, the thing that you use?
I don't have any buttons.
The withdrawals are going to come in, huh?
I'm naked here in my hotel room.
Paul with no buttons. Oh no.
But Craig Jackman, what's the second poem regarding traveling or hitting the road?
Well, this one is called Life is a Journey.
And perfect.
It's by a gentleman named Otega. Don't know anything about it, but after reading it, it's like, okay, this kind of applies to the people who, like you, go out on the road and some of the things that may happen.
Love it. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Craig Jackman with poetry by Otega.
Life is a Journey by Otega A. I drive the road you travel on. Sometimes it is broad and cozy. Other times it is narrow and lonely. The storm rages upon it, just as the sun shines upon it. There is always a bend, two, not one, up ahead. And once or twice, the new traveler would gnash at a bend. There goes the mirage again up in the distance ahead, the bane to pang the traveler by noon, when nothing awaits the distance but the journey ahead. Hello, a traveler would say to lure a traveler ahead, and nay, he would bawl to shun the traveler behind, only leaning on travelers beside where the road is rough. Some travelers you should meet when you've lost your way. Other travelers you should meet to lose your way. Some travelers you can meet to get a tow along the way. Other travelers you can meet to need a tow along the way. Some travel repetitiously to and fro, only a short pace while the journey yet awaits. Others travel continuously in circles to shy from the journey that awaits. Some travel overwhelmed with fear and apathy. Some travel overwhelmed with stun and diffidence. Others travel overwhelmed with enthusiasm and haste. Exuberance caresses some travelers to be blithe and careless, unmindful that the journey is all and all ephemeral, albeit prudency vie a few to strive for the smile of others. Vanity, all in all, lurking behind travelers egotistical. There and then again, a traveler would veer off the road, at the destination of another traveler unmindful of his own. There and then again, a traveler would fall asleep at the loafer's inn. Some would rouse again to continue with the journey. Others would onward become the loafer in the loafer's inn. I drive the road you travel on. Today I drove. Tomorrow I'll drive again. Then, too, I'll say hello to the traveler on the road we travel on.
Craig, you need to start like a podcast or something where you can like maybe something like Hunter's Lovecast, where you read stories or read poetry, and people can just stream it while they're driving, because you're so good at it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know what? That's something to think about. Absolutely, I appreciate it.
I was just thinking while you're reading it, like, if I had this like to listen to once a week while I was driving to work, I mean, I'd be stoked. But it's hard to like gain an audience and gain traction with something like that when you're just starting out with no, when you're starting from square one. But I don't know, man, you're so good at it.
Well, maybe we do a mini show on the Vaudacity, and just poetry readings for like a half an hour.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to like tie in the whole, hey, I couldn't play this song before and now I can, with like traveling. And it kind of fit, like being on a journey. That was the name. What was the name of that poem? The Journey Ahead.
Life as a journey, not is a journey, but as a journey.
Life as a journey, and it is, and it's all about it's that old cliche. It's not where you're going; it's the trip.
And all the things that we encounter along the way, all the people that we encounter along the way, whether we travel with them, or we say, thank you for the journey, I'm moving on, or they're ahead of us and we're trying to catch them. It's a really fascinating poem. Just the minds of people as they do these poems and what they come up with is really, really incredible.
Yeah. And it's just so interesting how the way like time and life and everything moves, just keeps moving forward. And even here I've been exploring Boston, and like today after we got released from the seminar, I went back. There's a burial ground called Granary Burial Grounds, I think it's called.
Okay.
Where it's like Paul Revere, Samuel Adams, Um, Benjamin Franklin's parents are buried there, and it's just like they're right here, like they're underfoot.
Hmm.
And it's crazy. I was sending pictures to my mom, and she's just like, it's crazy how like these are just names in storybooks from the past, like ages ago. But here you see these things, and it's real. It's like these people lived, and here's their grave, and it looks 300 years old, and it's it's amazing to think that while they were alive, like they were trying to move things along.
Hmm.
America was born, and they were trying to make steps, and just like the same way we're doing things right now, um they were doing back then. And here, like, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. Like, it's tangible. It's
Right.
like the improvements, the trailblazers. They're not just superheroes from comic books. Like like people are on this journey of life to better themselves and their communities, and that's just awesome. It's an awesome thing to see, and to step back and just observe for a minute, and it's inspirational, really.
There's so much history in Boston. I mean, just like Boston Common. Yeah, there's Fenway Park, but I mean, when you think about the American history,
Hmm.
so much has taken place in that town, and it's really I like it. It's a beautiful town. I'd go back and visit, and I would like to see more. Um, the When we did go, we went to the old section of town where it's the oldest pub, and there's like a little street. It's like off a side street there, a brick street. It's just real quaint, really old, but really just it was full of life that night that we went,
Hmm.
and it was just vibrant.
Yeah. I made a joke on my story. I videoed around Boston Harbor a little bit. Like I was like, Boston is basically Naboo. I don't know, the architecture, and maybe it inspired George Lucas or whoever created Naboo, but like the domes and the architecture, and it's so beautiful, and it's amazing to see like the hundreds of years old buildings standing next to the most modern ass skyscrapers.
Yes.
It's it's mind blowing, mind boggling.
Yeah, it's definitely where a lot of people would say New York is a bucket list city to go to. I would very much agree that, and Boston. New York I still have yet to go to, but hopefully soon.
If I had never been to New York, I'd be like, Boston would probably be just blasting my head into millions of pieces. But having been to Manhattan and seeing that kind of hundreds of years old chapel standing next to the most modern technology, like that, like kind of gave me a buffer for coming to Boston. But it's
Hmm.
still just so like they're both just beautiful cities, and they, like, I was thinking today, like, would I, if I had a chance to spend a weekend in New York, in Manhattan or Boston, where would I rather be? And it's a toss up. They have pros and cons, and but they're both just so full of and rich with history.
Hmm.
Love it.
Love it. Well, what else have you got to entertain us with tonight, sir?
Well, now that we're talking about New York and Boston so much, um, here's a song about dreaming about California. Another one I've never done, but always thought maybe I should someday. All the leaves are brown, the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Stopped into an old ass ancient church, passed along the way. Well, I got down on my knees and I pretended to pray. You know the preacher likes the cold. He knows I'm gonna stay. California dreaming on such a winter's day. All the leaves are brown, the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. If I didn't tell her I could leave today. California dreaming on such a winter's day. On such a winter's day. On such a winter's day. I am so naked without my everything. Pillage and plunder dropped in the. I figured out how to look at my chat on my phone, so I'm like, I'm so naked without my chat. Here's my chat. Hi everybody. Hi Mel. Good to see you, Goddess Patina. It's been a minute. I think I was checking to see if Amanda is ready as we are counting down to Amanda on Demanda. I don't see indication that she is.
And I'm watching our private chat too. And
of course you
come on yet.
Yes, okay, very good. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, I'm gonna warm up the crowd for you, but I don't want to step on your toes. And she's like, I'm running late. I'll let you know when I'm ready. So I just didn't want to be like, hey guys, here's another song. You know. But Producer Craig, if you are still there.
I am. Hi. Not leaving you yet. Come on now.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I was going to say, so you said you haven't been to New York.
I have not been to New York. Susan has said that she wants to take me to New York. Okay, in a sense, I have been to New York, but I don't consider it New York. How's that?
Where did you go?
Flew into LaGuardia. Yes, that's New York. Flew over the Statue of Liberty to get to LaGuardia. But we stayed in Teaneck, New Jersey, which is over the bridge. That night, after we had done a meeting, we went to Chinatown in New York. We crossed back over the bridge, had dinner. We drove under, there's like a road that goes underneath the United Nations.
Yeah.
And then we drove right back across the bridge, and that was it. So, in a sense, I was in New York, but I don't consider myself as being in New York.
Yeah, you didn't get to explore.
Yes.
I totally get that. So this is my first time in Boston, but it's not because when Jamie was doing that summer in Paris, I had a connecting flight here at the airport, and I had like a 2-hour break or split between layover, and I hopped on the transit at the airport and went to Fenway and took pictures around Fenway, and then got back on the train and got on a flight. So like I walked around the ballpark, but I just like it was just like a taste. I'd never been to, obviously never been to a game or anything. And so I was like, I have pictures at Fenway, but I've never
Right.
really been to Boston.
Okay.
But it's just so like, so awesome. It's easy to forget how much culture is out there, even in America. Like, it's one thing traveling to another country and experiencing
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Paris or Rome, or even just taking the cruise down to Mexico, and just like seeing how other people live their lives, and
Yes.
just
That's what I've
it
always
blows your
enjoyed
mind
about
to
doing.
try to imagine.
Yeah. That's what I enjoy about traveling is um, you get to experience how other people around the world live. And even here in the US, okay? Even if you go to um, Texas, Florida, Arizona, you know, there's just something different, something unique. What is so different of California to Arizona, California to Texas, California to Florida? I mean, there is a difference. There's a different vibe, a different feel. And it's really interesting when you can spend a day or two and just go out in the town, walk around, and see what it's like. Feel
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Um, but it's like, that is the dream. When you ask people who are retiring, what do you want to do now? I want to go see the world. And it's so sad that like we have to do that at the end of our lives, and we can't travel the world when we're young. Like, it's so backwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am grateful to the places that I've been to throughout the world, and yes, there are places that I still want to go to, and
Sure.
but um, and even a couple of places that I've been to where I wasn't quite there to experience what I wanted to experience, so that I will go back there. Um, there's always that, but the fact that you can get out, go to a place, go to someplace new, see what other people are like, talk with them, visit with them, share experiences. It's an incredible feeling.
And it's such a funny about like the difference between just like stopping in somewhere and spending a couple days there
Mm-hmm.
is like night and day. And it's, there's the people of other faiths who go on like missionary trips for years at a time to like underserved countries, and what they come back with, and like you can just imagine the way that it changes your outlook on life.
Mm-hmm. That's why
That
I will say I do like what the Mormons do, and people who do like they go out on a religious retreat like that. I know the Mormons, they say you need to go out into the world, go
Yeah,
do go someplace different, go someplace out there and experience it, and then come back with that experience. That makes you a better person, more of a whole person, I think.
absolutely.
That's not to say that nobody, the people who aren't, I'm digging a hole here.
No,
But that's not to say that the
dig.
people who live in, a really nice place, who stay there all their life, aren't well rounded. It's just that it's always nice to go to another place to see how other people live, and in some cases appreciate more where you live.
Yeah, yeah. And to know where you want to live. There's people who live out here in California, and they're like, I can't wait to get out of California. For everybody's got their own reasons, but
Yes.
I just noticed Pillage and Plunder in the chat says, I'm here for the sea shanties.
Oh, do you have one that might
Well,
fit in?
while we wait for Amanda, I think I'll just jam out another sea shanty. And
Aye, Captain.
that's about going places.
It certainly is.
And everybody who knows it at home can sing along. give ear to my song. We'll sing in good praise of good whiskey and rum. It's a clear crystal fountain near Ireland doth roll. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl, I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. From France you get brandy, from Jamaica comes rum, sweet oranges and apples from Portugal come, but stout and strong cider are in England's control. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl, I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl, I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. My wife, she disturbs me as I lay at my ease. She does as she likes and she says as she please. My wife, she's the devil with a heart black as coal. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl, I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. My father, he lies down under the sea, with no stone for his head, but no matter to he. It's a clear crystal fountain near Ireland doth roll. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl, I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. That means I'm gonna drink the whole glass down to the bottom. So come all you bold heroes, giving ear to my song. We'll sing in good praise of good whiskey and rum. It's a clear crystal fountain near Ireland doth roll. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl, I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. That's an old, I fathomed the bowl, but now I'm filling the bowl back up. That's an old sea shanty. And for those of you who know, I was a founding member of the Bootstrapper Pirate Band. It still continues to play in Disneyland to this day and sing sea shanties by Pirates of the Caribbean. However, without the actors, only the musicians are left. We have word that Amanda is about ready to go, but she says, sing one more song. Do one more, and then I'll be ready for my show. So, I think I'll do that. I fly home in the morning, and this is a tune about wanting to go home, but has a special place in my heart. I've never performed it before, but this was a it's a Michael Bublé song that was very near to Jamie and my heart. When she lived, at the time we were dating, she lived in Manhattan and I lived in Anaheim and Long Beach, and it's about wanting to be home. I miss my kids, I miss my wife. It's a perfect little way to end this pop-up show about going places. If I can figure out the capo situation, we shall see. Was it 4? Or was it 5? Another summer day has come and gone away in Paris and Rome, but I wanna go home. Maybe surrounded by a million people, I still feel all alone. I wanna go home. I miss you, you know. Keeping all the letters. You know what the problem is? No capo. That's why I couldn't figure it out, you guys. Come on. Why aren't you there for me? Let's do this. Sounds right. Another summer day has come and gone away in Paris and Rome, but I wanna go home. Maybe surrounded by a million people, I still feel all alone. I just wanna go home. I miss you, you know. And I'm keeping all the letters that I wrote to you, each one a line or two. I'm fine, baby, how are you? I would send them, but I know that it's just not enough. My words were cold and flat, and you deserve more than that. Another aeroplane, another sunny day. I'm lucky, I know, but I wanna go home. I've got to go home. Let me go home. I'm just too far from where you are. I wanna come home. And I feel just like I'm living someone else's life. It's like I just stepped outside when everything was going right. I know that you could not come along with me. This was not your dream. You always believed in me. Another winter day has come and gone away in Paris and Rome, but I wanna go home. Let me go home. And I'm surrounded by a million people, I still feel all alone. Let me go home. I miss you, you know. Let me go home. I've had my run, but baby, I'm done. I gotta go home. Let me go home. It'll all be alright. I'll be home tonight. I'm coming back home. Thank you. Emily and Jeremy are worried about my ankle. Yeah, so there's these rental bikes around Boston that you get to check out, like $10 for all 24 hours of riding bikes around town. It's a good time. Except for when the pedals attack your ankles. I got that thing. I know, Jeremy, you work in medicine and stuff. It's that thing where like the cut is so deep that I just see like white under there. Like when I can stop the bleeding, it just looks like white. I don't know if that's bad, but I clean it up as I can. Thank you so much for worrying about me. And thank you everybody for jumping into the pop-up. I think Miss Amanda Benjamin is ready to begin her show. So I'm gonna get out of your way right after I thank Mr. Craig Jackman. Give it up for Craig Jackman. And our incredible social media team who like promoted this show with like 5 minutes notice. Dari, Christina, Heather, thank you so much. And thank you everybody for tuning in. We're ending the stream now, but hop on over and check out Amanda on Demanda in the 80s. Bye everybody.